we're gonna get a take 2. All right, take 2. We have Justice coming out. And I was seeing Judgment when I first started shuffling. So we have Justice coming out in your relationship. Here's Judgment. Interesting. All right. This could be Justice on inaction in your relationships here. Or this could be Justice, excuse me, for, you know, I don't want to say inaction, but like, let's say this is like people who kind of did you wrong. You know, you've dealt with relationships that were just trash. Okay, trash. Some of you may not have even been in a relationship for some time. Yeah, we have the 10 of Pentacles trying to come out. So this could even be like let's say you've received poor examples of what relationships are. You're getting justice for that. So it's kind of like you grew up watching your parents, your family kind of going through toxic relationships. Some of you may have recreated those toxic relationships. Others of you may have just avoided relationships because of the toxicity. And you're now receiving justice for that, you know. Some of you may have felt like, you know, you don't want to have kids because of like how you were raised or how others were raised, whatever the case was. It's like whatever you kind of deem that you're not going to do based off of what you've seen or what you've experienced, you're getting justice for that. Yeah, Queen of Wands is coming out. You're definitely getting justice for that. We have the 9 of Pentacles coming out reversed as well. So this to me is kind of like an energy of like, I don't know, like your body being used against you, or you not feeling, you know, I don't want to say not confident, which could very well be the case, but it's like not feeling respected, or not feeling like you're gonna get anywhere, or, you know, nothing is gonna come from this. It's kind of like dead end energy. So it's like being in relationships that are like dead end jobs. It's not going anywhere. And it's kind of like you being used up in that time frame. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. This could even just be a vibe here too, where you just don't feel worthy of having like a long-term committed relationship, nor do you feel like it exists. Or just like you're not worthy, like you just, so this could be like a vibe where, like, let's say you're not well off financially, but it's kind of like you may attract someone who is, and it's, you may try to, I'm not going to say you try to sabotage it, but it's almost like you don't feel like you deserve that person because you don't really have what they have. This could be what this energy is here as well. And it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's like forcing you to kind of accept this, but it's kind of one of them vibes. It's, you know, this is obviously going to piggyback off of the last reading I did, and I posted it on YouTube. This is why I'm doing another part 2, because, you know, I want to keep you guys separate. But this is one of them energies where it's like there's something that you may have said to yourself, like, oh, I wanted a man or a woman with money, or a good job, or a good credit, or with no kids, or, you know, whatever it is. And like, let's say you have those very things, or you don't have those very things that you kind of request in someone else. And then it's like you get that someone else that you just described, but you're not up to par. It's like something where you feel like I don't know, it's one of them energies. Yeah, look, 7 of Wands is right here. It's like you may feel like you don't deserve it. 2 of Wands, which is about following through. This is following through. This is action. It's like you don't... Or you feel insecure. So let's say you have children and you're like, you know, I want a man that's going to accept me and my children. And then that man comes in and now you're insecure because you're like, damn, I wanted a man that, you know, would accept me and my children, but now you're insecure because you have the children, and here this man is, you know, wanting to still be in your life when you got children. Or it's like you only said that you wanted a man with money, and now you get a man with money, or a woman. Okay, you guys, some of you, I know there's men watching this, but it's like you finally get a man or a woman with money, and you're kind of like, well, damn, I don't even have like the money. I don't even have money, but here they go. I just manifested someone who has money, and I don't have money. And like now you feel insecure. And so forth and so on. It's like the very thing that you wanted, justice, it's like here it is, and it's kind of like you feel like you don't deserve it, or you're scared of it. You're scared of it. So let's see why you're blocking justice. With all these cards came out reversed, and they could very well be upright, but there's a block here. And why? Why is there a block? Page of Pentacles is here, and it's interesting because here's the Page of Pentacles right here, but it's reversed, but now it's upright. So to me, this is just like these pages are, you know, are intended to grow, especially with the 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. All of these start with a page. It grows into the 10. But you're blocking the very initial stages of it. You're not even trying to plant the seed. It's like you're not even trying. You're not even trying to try. It's like you don't want to get yourself, you know, gas yourself up or invest too much or get your hopes up, or, you know, it's like you don't want to plant the seed. You don't want to get it started. You don't want to get it started because you're fearful. I see the 7 of Wands, but what's behind the 7 of Wands? For me, I'm kind of getting fear. Whenever someone's like defensive, or, you know, to me it's defensive or combative, whatever term you want to use, it's usually due to fear or feeling threatened. And if you if you feel threatened, there has to be fear. It's like there's fear somewhere up in here, but I don't see it. I don't see it, but I know it's here. So a lot of you may not be trying to acknowledge fear. Yeah, we have the 10 of Swords. A lot of you, like, you don't want something, you don't want, I mean, this is everyone, like, this is, and it's not to take away you guys' pain, or it's not to try to generalize y'all like you're no different than anybody else, but it's kind of like, you don't want to get hurt, you know, you don't want to be stressed out, you don't want to, you know, go back to a place that you may have, I don't know, overcome, or whatever the case is. It's like you just don't want to be hurt. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles reversed. Like, you just don't, this is just what this is. You don't want to, I told you so moment. You don't want to get played. You ain't trying to, you know, go back into the ring. It's like, you just, yeah, we have the 9 of Pentacles here. So it's, you're just not trying to make changes. 4 of Swords is like you're moving really slow, or you're chilling. Yeah, because if I take away 10, take away 4 equals 6. So the 6 of Swords is here as well, which is about kind of processing information. It's kind of like thinking, you know, trying to understand, trying to put 2 and 2 together, so that you can kind of like avoid a 7 of Swords, like being deceived or something. It's like being very cautious, I will say. Like, this is very cautious energy. So a lot of you guys are just very cautious in your relationship currently. If it's a new one, it kind of feels like it may be new for some of you, or trying to start over with someone. It's going to be new for some people, or trying to start over with someone, and it's like you're very, very cautious because you're trying to avoid this Tower. You're very, very cautious. Yeah, get the Four of Pentacles coming out reverse as well. To me, this is like not really trying to be attached, or not. It's like not really trying to hold on to it. Yeah, you have the Eight of Swords with the Ace of Swords reverse with the Eight of Swords. So it's kind of like being, it's like, you're just not trying to, I guess it's just, you're not trying to be hurt, or you're not trying to, trying to find like the words for it. You just don't want to be stuck, or like emotionally stuck on someone. Like, you just don't want to go through that process of like caring, I guess. Because the Knight of Pentacles is also a process as well, like trying to build trust or let someone in. It's definitely piggybacks from the last reading I did, especially with the Eight of Swords. It's just you're not trying to, I suppose, like revisit something, whether this is a brand new person or someone that you're literally revisiting something with, someone, you know, something with. It's, I don't know, it's like you don't want to play yourself. You don't really want to start over. Ace of Wands is like kind of like a new beginning. And then that's following through on it with the Two of Wands. You know, the Nine of Pentacles to me is kind of like, it is like a single energy, but this is like, you know, looking good, being attractive, like, you know, it's like, you know, sexual attraction. It's you know, dating, or just being, you know, available emotionally and all that stuff. You're not really, you're just, and it's not to say you're not justified. It's just kind of like that, the way how I'm like, how do I explain it? Like, you don't even know how to explain it, or you don't really know what it is. Like, you know what it is. I'm not going to take that from you, but it's kind of like it's like you don't want to put in the energy. Yeah, it's like you don't want to put in the energy or the effort, but it's weird because you want that though. You know, you want it, but it's kind of like you can't even get through, I guess, the process. You don't want to go through the process even though you want something. You know, you don't want to put in the energy. Yeah, here's the energy with the Page of Wands. You don't want to take the first step. Yeah, Ace of Cups reverse. It's interesting. Or it's like you take the first step, Page of Wands, but then it's like you're emotionally closed off or distant. What time is it? Shit, I'm going in. I need to get the extended pop in. My bad. I forgot.